today. From Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Sam Darnold and the New York Jets.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The Jets take over.
The USC product, Sam Darnold, the number 3 overall pick in 2018, ready to go. Here's the Jets take over on offense.
I love how he exploded on the national scene his redshirt freshman year when, at the beginning of the season, he was not named the starting quarterback. But when USC was struggling, he got an opportunity. And by the end of the year, the Rose Bowl MVP, an epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL radar in a big way.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this one complete right side to Funchess. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
27-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Darnold from the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
A gain of
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Darnold completes it, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Jets first down.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. Now a short one to Gesicki. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run with Howard, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Darnold on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Holding offense.
We can't have that.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Haney. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A first down throw, Darnold. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it's going to be second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Now Howard gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on first and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Now he's flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On second down now, Singletary. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mucked that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. From the gun, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
1st and 10 at the 31.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after try forthcoming. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Jets, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, it's Darnold. And this is caught off the deflection. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Darnold. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
To Amari Cooper.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling. Inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with Howard. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. We're able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Darnold to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
The 29-yard line.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Allen now on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Allen. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And again, it's Allen. And he's got it. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. They run here with Singletary. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
At the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bills will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Josh Rosen has a touchdown pass. From there, we'll keep the Florida theme going as we head north to check on the Jags at home in Jacksonville. And they trail in their ball game at halftime to the visiting Carolina Panthers. Jimmy Garoppolo with 2 first-half touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's Hayne to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back now comes the offense. Madden spotlight time as we shine it on Josh Allen. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? 4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
You see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
56. That's a jet sweep. Here's Hamilton. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
3rd and 1.
They go right back to Singletary. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Going deep for got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
On the handoff, this is Howard. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go with Howard again. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A give to Howard. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Again, it's Howard. Shreds the tackle. Shrugs off another. Oh, Howard coughs it up. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bills' 3-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's Hayne to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Bills to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Singletary, the ball.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Allen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tyus Bowser in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. To the air again, Darnold. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Again, Darnold. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. Now it's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Gesicki, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
First and 10 at the
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Bass is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Bills 24, Jets 14.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Darnold and the Jets now. Down 24-14. 70 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Darnold. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Darnold now to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now it's Darnold. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Buffalo, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.